Technicians can view all resources related to the new regulatory changes on our SSI living arrangements, regulatory changes, SharePoint site. So what they're saying is, under the current rules, pretty much they're not going to waste a bunch of time with trying to figure out if it's a public assistance household. All the kids are just going to go ahead and get their $900 and something per month per head per child. However, knowing, and I'm not trying to throw Trump under the bus here, but knowing how Trump and Elon look at stuff, if they can find a way to save a buck, they're going to find a way to save a buck. Now, at the same time, Trump just yelled at Commissioner Dudek because Commissioner Dudek made like a side comment where he's like, well, if that judge doesn't change her comment, I'm going to have to shut down the entire system of the SSA and nobody will get their check. And Trump called Dudek, and I can't even imagine what that phone call was like. That must have been a hot, spicy phone call where Trump called him up and said, hey, no. Tell the American people we're cutting off their checks. So this, ironically, in combination with Commissioner Dudek's response, Trump may leave it and say, okay, SSI people, we're going to give you all this extra money that, Commissioner Martin O'Malley did, and we're going to leave you with it. You're going to have it for your kids. Now, in my opinion, if I were to look at this from a Republican perspective as opposed to a Democrat perspective, because remember, I'm an independent. If I were to look at it from a Republican's perspective, it would be wiser, it would be smarter to go ahead and basically give more money to these families that are very low income, that maybe have a shitty father or a crappy mom or whatever, so that the kids have enough money. Okay, came out as 32%. Yeah, so just to be clear, like that is a massive, wow number. That is just, imagine if you said, like, imagine the IRS, and that's like the weird thing, like, with Biden, he hired something, it was like over 90,000 new IRS agents, but the SSA was not given the funding to hire back enough people for the next year under Biden. So it was interesting, Biden was strangling the ability of the Social Security Administration to do stuff, and then of course Trump is squeezing it harder. But the reality is, like, they were pushing for IRS to be able to audit people. So the reality here is that Trump is on a witch hunt to see who basically was getting planned for this, who's recently gotten onto the benefits, who's an immigrant currently receiving them, how far down the 7 years are they, etc. Okay, so that's realistically what I think Trump is after. Trump is trying to figure out how many people got through.